every single March, fans across the country load up the airports, hop on the plane, and fly all over the place for the local NCAA basketball tournaments, following their teams or just being a fan and checking out any of the games. At the NAIA level, of course, we've just seen the national tournaments. Get out of the Frontier Conference, be the league champion there, grab an at-large bid, and you go straight to the national tournaments. The women's in Billings recently, the men's, of course, in Kansas City. But coming in the near future, we'll switch things up at the NAIA level, much like they do with the NCAA.
I think it'll be exciting. I think if they give some cities like Helena an opportunity to host one of those regional sites, I think it'll be huge. I think you see that in the NCAA women's side. You see a lot of those sites that are not necessarily neutral sites, but they go to the sites where they're going to get good crowds and people that want to come out and watch women's basketball. So from that standpoint, I think it'll be great. You know, you go to those national tournaments other than in Billings, and there's nobody in the stands. And so I think that'll be kind of exciting. The competition will be great, and then those teams that move on, you know, you get more people involved in a tournament experience, and you get one more chance to get to the national tournament, which is pretty cool. I would hope that they give schools an opportunity to bid on it, and I would hope that Carroll would be one of those schools that would bid on it, knowing that it would get supported, knowing that it would be great for your team if you're in that situation where you have a chance to win or be in the top 4 to go on. It's a huge advantage to not have to travel. I think that the tournaments that you play in the preseason, I think your conference tournament, those become really critical for your kids to learn how to win in a tournament setting, to be able to put back-to-back games together, to be able to put back-to-back games when you don't know your opponent. It's not a classic, it's a tournament. You can't really prepare for the next night. You have to take one game at a time, and you have to be able to put your best games together at the end of the season. And so I think that was something that we really focused on this year. We'll continue to do that. Regardless of where we play or who we play, you got to play your best at the end of the year. In late February and March, you've got to be hitting on all cylinders. It's fun for the kids to go somewhere new. I know when I first got here, when we went to Kentucky and we went out to Kansas City, it was a different experience because the kids had never been to those parts of the country before, and so it was fun in that regard. But to go to Billings and have all of our kids as families and alumni and fans that were able to follow us made a huge difference. So I think it's good both ways. You get an opportunity to go somewhere and experience that, and experience a new area. You know, you're in a new gym, you're playing teams you've never played or sometimes never even heard of, and so that's always exciting. But in the end, to be able to share those experiences with our fans, with our families, with our boosters and alumni is obviously huge.